Okay, Green Bay versus the Dallas Cowboys. All right, a lot to get into when we're looking at this game. All right, you got the Green Bay Packers, Mike McCarthy's old team, coming into Dallas. All right, you got Jordan Love taking over for Aaron Rodgers and taking his team to the playoffs. And a lot of people wasn't quite sure, including myself, if Jordan Love, was ready to lead and take hold of the reins for this Green Bay team and was actually good enough, or if this Green Bay team, not only just the quarterback position, but as a complete team, was good enough to make it to the playoffs. All right, and they were able to go ahead and do that. You got the Dallas Cowboys, okay, winning the division this year. All right, being one of the better teams all throughout the year this league. You got Dak Prescott playing an absolute MVP level type of quarterback play this year. Let's take a look at it. Dak Prescott this year, 4,500 yards passing, 36 touchdowns, okay, and only 9 interceptions, all right? You saw Dak come back to his MVP form. And I say MVP form because he wasn't never an MVP, but Dak Prescott has always played some consistent football. I know there's been a lot of things said about Dak Prescott, what kind of quarterback he's been, but Dak Prescott has been a top 10, top 5 quarterback for the last 4 or 5 years, 4 or 5 seasons. All right. This Dallas Cowboys team is and goes based on how Dak Prescott goes. It's been like that when Zeke was there, and it's like that now that Zeke's not there. Okay. Make no mistake about that. All right. All right. CeedeeLamb has having an absolutely breakout year. All right. You can see this coming at the tail end of the year. Last year with CeedeeLamb, okay, the way things was picking up for him. All right. And CeedeeLamb this year, 1,700 yards receiving. Okay. Understand. 1,700 yards receiving this year for CeedeeLamb, 12 touchdowns. This guy's an absolute terror to get the football. All right. Let's break it down when we talk about some things. Okay. Well, but let's talk about Jordan Love. I know I talked about Jordan Love for a brief second, but Jordan Love this year, no slouch himself, okay? 4,159 yards of passing for Jordan Love this year and 32 touchdowns. 32 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, all right? Jordan Love, who saw this coming from Jordan Love, all right? Now, we know what's going on with Green Bay and the running back back there, okay? We got Jones and Dillon. They have a two-headed monster. Both these guys have almost amassed the same amount of rushing yards this year, all right? And a wide receiver core, you got Watson, you got Dobbs, you got Reed, okay? I think the Green Bay wide receiver core is very, very underrated, all right? These guys are able to get open and make some plays and have shown themselves to come up for Jordan Love time and time again, all right? I think that when I watch the Green Bay Packers, I watch Jordan Love throw the ball the way that Dak Prescott throws the ball. Like, he has confidence in each receiver he's throwing to. You see Dak Prescott, he's got confidence if he's throwing it to Michael Gallup. He's got confidence if he's throwing it to CeedeeLamb. He's got confidence if he's throwing it to Brandon Cooks or any one of his tight ends out there. Even his running backs if he needs to, okay? I don't see any hitch or any hesitation in the delivery when Dak Prescott makes his decision to throw the football, okay? And the same thing with Jordan Love, all right? Had a little bit of an up and down season, okay? But that's what's to be expected when this is your first year as the starting guy. I mean, how much pressure was on Jordan Love this entire year, okay? But let's talk about pressure, okay? Because the pressure, playoffs bring pressure. Who has more pressure in this game? Comment down below. Who has more pressure in this game, all right? Is it Dallas or is it the Green Bay Packers? All right, if you ask me, Dallas has more pressure on this game. We understand what kind of franchise Dallas has been. We know they have the 5 championships. We know they got Jerry Jones back there. We know they just went ahead and inducted Jimmy Johnson into their Dallas Cowboy Hall of Fame or Ring of Fame honors or whatever. Should have been done a long time ago, but that's besides the point, okay? The point is that this franchise has not been back to the Super Bowl since Jimmy Johnson. Okay, or since Barry Switzer, the year right after Jimmy Johnson. Okay, but they have not been back to the Super Bowl. This team has not been back to an NFC Championship game either, and it is a lot of pressure to get that done. Not only on Mike McCarthy, who might be out of a job at the end of this season if he does not deliver the Cowboys to at least the NFC Championship game, where they do not look good in their first or second round competing in the playoffs this year. Okay, a lot of pressure on Dak Prescott, all right, who is up for another contract extension. All right, we got to see how that thing is going to work itself out. I think Dak Prescott will be all right there. The Dallas Cowboys don't have another move at quarterback, and Dak Prescott is still a top 10 quarterback in this league. And whatever team was to get Dak Prescott, they will benefit from having him, and the Cowboys will suffer from having to start over with another quarterback. Okay, and there is a lot of pressure on Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, and just again, and Jerry Jones. All right, Jerry Jones. The pressure is that, listen, Jerry Jones is running out of time. Okay, all right, running out of time, and I don't mean to be morbid or anything like that. Okay, but Jerry Jones is not getting any younger here. Okay, all right, and he wants to see a Super Bowl. All right, and they need to go ahead and get that done. All right, and the window of opportunity is closing. You're going to have a lot. Once you restructure Dak Prescott's contract, you got to get CeedeeLamb done, and you're going to wind up losing some of those key defensive players. Michael Parsons is going to be coming up. You got to figure that thing out there. Okay, so the time is now for them to get this done. But when we talk about pressure on the other side, all right, if you're Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, it's particularly Jordan Love, the pressure is off of you now at this particular point in time, okay, because you have exceeded expectations. You are now playing with the proverbial house money, as it is. So if you're Jordan Love, you're going to go out there, you're going to cut it loose, you're going to have a good time. Last year when these two teams played, okay, although be it they had Aaron Rodgers at the quarterback position, the game winner overtime, the Green Bay Packers wound up winning that game, okay? And I think that if the defensive line for the Green Bay Packers can get after Dak Prescott, and they've shown this year that they have been able to get after the quarterback, all right, on the back end, they're not as good in the secondary as they have been in the past, all right? But again, if you can affect the quarterback, and if you can run the ball the way that Green Bay is able to run the ball on offense with Dillon and Jones, and you're able to get some of that play action pass going, or Aaron Jones, if Jordan Love can use his legs a little bit to extend the play, I think you have the making of an upset. All right, Dallas Cowboys are 7-point favorites in this game. You got Dallas by a touchdown in this game? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have Dallas by a touchdown in this game? Yes, I do think Dallas can score with the best of them, all right? They are one of the top teams in the league when it comes to offensive production. And I think Dak Prescott is going to have a tremendous game, okay? I really do, all right? But what it comes down to is how much is the running game going to be a factor for the Dallas Cowboys, all right? We know that when things get tough, they are going to lean on Dak Prescott. If the Dallas Cowboys get down, they're going to lean on Dak Prescott. In the beginning of the game, they're going to lean on Dak Prescott. I do not see this Dallas Cowboys team committing to the run and trying to make this a time of possession game against the Green Bay Packers. All right, if you're the Green Bay Packers, you are hell-bent in making sure that you stop the run and making sure that Dak Prescott has to throw the ball so you can get some opportunities to rush the passer. Okay, so if you ask me, if you're betting this game, all right, I'm not giving you any betting advice, but I think a touchdown in the playoffs is just too much. I know Dallas is home, but this is a Green Bay team that is putting up a lot of points. This is a quarterback, quarterback that has 32 touchdowns on the year. All right, Dak Prescott has 36, and this other quarterback he's facing has 32. All right, so understand what kind of game this is. If you're the Dallas Cowboys, a lot of pressure on you, okay? Lots of pressure. This defense for the Dallas Cowboys has finally got to come up there and do something for themselves and actually earn the name or earn the accreditation that they have been given, because we know the talent on this Dallas football team, but the talent has not shown itself to dominate and take over games when it needs to. It didn't do it last year when they played against San Francisco, and they better hope to pray to God that they do it this year down there in Jerry World, because if the Green Bay Packers come out, okay, and if the Green Bay Packers are able to get a lead, and we know that the Dallas Cowboys are going to have to throw the ball, and if the Green Bay Packers are able to unleash that pass rush and start getting after Dak Prescott and try to force him into some things, you know, if the score starts looking the other way, that pressure will mount. All right, now I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers in this one. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and pick the upset. I think there's a lot of pressure. Green Bay Packers are coming in and they're playing with house money. All right, I like Matt LaFleur. I like the offense. I like Jordan Love. I like the receivers that they have there. And I'm just not I'm just not a believer of this Dallas defense. Okay, I believe in Deron Bland. All right, I know what he's been able to do back there on the defensive backfield and things like that. But I mean, where else is it coming from? Is Micah Parsons going to have a big game? Because in the games where you need Micah Parsons is the game where Micah Parsons does not show up. Okay, is big number 90 D Laws? He going to have a big game for the Dallas Cowboys. Who on the Dallas Cowboys defense is going to step up for them this weekend? Okay, that is the question. That is what you have to face. Okay, the Dallas Cowboys are facing the pressure of history. All right, will it be too much? I'm not sure. Okay, but if you ask me, I like the Green Bay Packers in this game. Listen to me now. Okay, I know you see the Eagles as emblem or logo in the background here. Okay, but this is not because I have allegiance and loyalty to the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, I truly think, all right, that the Green Bay Packers will win this football game 28-24. Okay, understand what I'm saying. The Green Bay Packers will win this game 28-24. I just think they have too much on the offensive side of the ball. Jordan Love is playing very well, and this is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure on the Cowboys. Okay, listen, the Cowboys are going to make or break themselves. There's no pressure on Green Bay whatsoever. So we'll see how the game goes. But again, you heard it here first. Green Bay Packers to beat the Dallas Cowboys 28-24.